Adhika, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm recording this meeting, okay?
Okay.
So I'll be sending it to your dad if he wants to look at it afterwards. Yeah,
Okay,
so
sir.
which topic are you doing these days?
I want to do bearings today.
Okay, so let's do that. So have you ever heard of bearings earlier? Like, have you come across any question?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are bearings, right? Very basic, and you can have some difficult questions based on this, right? So let's say this is a point A, and at any point the north direction is always vertically upwards from it. Okay, north. Like on a 2D plane, how do you denote all the four directions? You know that, right? Where is
Yes.
east, west, north, south? Everything you know. Okay. So for bearings, your reference is the north direction. Okay. So what it means basically is that I have another point B. Okay. And
Yeah.
there is something called bearing of B from A. Fine. This is what I want to know.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do is first draw the north direction from the point B. Okay, vertically up, north. So let's say this is north. And then what you're going to do is join the 2 points. Alright?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bearing of B from A is you have to start from the north direction of N of A and you go clockwise. Okay, and you go clockwise until you reach the line joining A and B. So this is what the bearing of B from A means. Okay, this is bearing of B from A. So the from part is very important. From which point am I trying to measure? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So similarly, you could have a question where they ask you bearing of point A from B. If that is a question. So now I want from B, right? So if I have to measure from B, I start with the north of B. Correct? The north of B is this line. No? And from the north, again I have to go clockwise only. I can't go anti-clockwise. I have to go clockwise. Alright?
Yeah.
So if I go clockwise and I keep going until I reach the line joining A and B, this entire angle which I have marked here, the green one, that is the bearing of B from A. A from B, I mean. Bearing of A from B. Because I started at B here, right? I started at the north of B and I kept on going until the line joining A and B. Is that right?
Yeah.
At any moment of time, if you have a doubt, please stop me and ask me a doubt. Don't hesitate. Okay. Because if you have doubts now and you don't clear it, you'll have them while you either practice it or during the exam, which both is not desirable. So clear all your doubts, however small it is. Alright?
Yeah.
So let's say I give you a point A. Okay, from A I have to go there. Let's say this is 120. Right?
Yeah.
So can I say this north and this north, both these north lines, they are parallel? Are they parallel lines?
No,
Why not?
because like the first
Hmm.
note is like longer than the second one.
No, it doesn't depend on the length. I'm asking you parallel lines. What are parallel lines?
Parallel lines are lines that are like the same.
So they are basically lines which cannot intersect each other. That's why they are
Yeah.
called parallel. Right? So here there's a vertical line on A and B, both are going vertically up, so they are parallel lines. Okay, they are like this, right?
Yeah.
So whenever you have parallel lines and you have a line cutting both the lines, which is called as a transversal, then there are some properties of angle which come into play, right? For example, if I have this angle x and this angle y, okay, they are called interior angles. Is that right?
Yeah.
Interior angles. So can I say that x plus y is going to be 180? Have you seen this somewhere? That's a property of parallel lines. So also here I see parallel lines at A and B. So 120 and whatever this angle is, that also has to add up to 180. Is that right?
Yeah.
So this angle has to be how much? The small one.
So can you do 180 minus 120?
Yes. What is that?
60.
60. Right. And now I have to find out bearing of A from B. Suppose I'm saying from B. So take your time, don't be in a hurry, and figure out which angle are you trying to find out. You can draw this diagram if you want. It will help you clarify what the question is. If I want bearing of A from B, where should I start? Should I start at this north or this north? Which one?
You start from B and
The north direction of B, and I'll go and
yeah.
clockwise, is it?
Yes. Yeah.
And I keep going until what?
Until you reach the point.
The point? Until I reach the line joining A and B. The line joining A and B, right?
Yeah.
So what is this green angle if I want to measure it?
So would it be 60?
The entire green angle? 60? How? Sure. What is one full circle angle?
Oh, sorry, 60. So 360. Oh, okay, I got it.
Okay. You can use your calculator, no problem. That is right. That is the answer. Alright. Simple enough.
Yeah.
Similarly, I want to know the bearing of B from A. What is it? B from A. Yeah. I have to start at which north?
You have to start from the A
And go in the direction of
anti-clockwise.
why anti-clockwise? Whenever you are measuring bearing, you always go clockwise. It cannot be anti-clockwise. See all the diagrams above. We always went clockwise only from north, no?
Yeah.
Same logic. I want B from A. So from A, I have to start north and clockwise. And what is this angle? That angle is already given to you, right?
Yeah.
What is that?
120.
120. Okay. So that's your bearing. Fine. So there are many different type of questions which you can come across in bearings. Okay. So apart from this, you have to know the properties of parallel lines in bearings. It will help you a lot. Okay, there are a lot of different angles in parallel lines which you are supposed to know, like the interior angles that you said, right? If this is x and this is y, what is the addition of x and y? You know, addition of x and y.
So like A equals to 180.
Exactly. Similarly, there are other angles. For example, this angle here, it is equal to which angle out of the x and y? If you have heard of some congruent angles or equal angles in parallel lines. So this angle here is y. All right.
Yeah.
Correct. Why? Because they are alternate angles. Okay. When you have two parallel lines, you have a line cutting both the lines, and there are angles on the opposite side of the line, which is a transversal. Okay.
Yeah.
So as per that logic, this angle also should be what? This.
This should be x.
Exactly, because that is also alternate, right?
Yeah.
So if you know this, you'll be easily able to solve the bearing questions. So I'll take some simple ones first, and then we can try some harder ones. Okay.
Okay.
If you have any question with you which you want to discuss, I can discuss that. Do you have any?
No questions.
That's all right. We will do this one. Let's see. So this exercise has some other part also, which is scale drawing. There's something called scale, where 1 is to 100, 1 is to 10 is there. We'll see that also first. Let's see the bearing that they have given. So I'm sure you know what Sokatova is.
Yeah, that's trigonometry.
Yeah, so we'll have to use that also sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So scale diagram. So I think this length is given to you here in the exam. They'll give you a segment like this, and they'll tell you to measure it with the help of your scale that you have. You'll have a ruler with you and you'll have to measure it. Fine. So for now, I can't measure it on my screen because my zooming level will change the length of the line, right?
Yeah.
This question is about the distance, so I'll check out what is the line LH length. Okay, if you measure it, they are saying it is 7 centimeter. Okay, so LH is 7 centimeter. All right.
Yeah.
So I'll directly come to the bearing part. Bearing of H from L. Measure the bearing. They are telling me to measure it. All right. Mark the position of the port. So, okay, just you have to tell me how will I measure what they are asking you here. Look at the 1B part. In which direction are you going to measure it?
So you measure from L to H.
Exactly. Basically the north of L. And like this, right? That's what you're going to measure.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is clear. I want to find out a question where I am supposed to find the bearing which is required. Okay. So it looks like this will be good. It might be a little difficult, but don't worry,
Okay.
you will be able to get it. What is this thing?
So it shows like three
Okay,
bearings.
okay,
It's like three notes.
right,
So then it says the bearing of B from A is 070.
alright. So where should we mark 070 degrees?
So A from B. So you can write from starting of A.
Yeah. From north of A until the line joining that. Will that be
Yeah.
70? Okay. And this
Yes.
small angle inside the triangle is 50. Alright. 50. So 50. And AB is equal to CB, they are saying. So how do I use this information? AB is equal to CB. You know.
So that like so we know from AB to CB, like all of the angles are equal.
Which angles are you talking about? Isosceles triangle. You know what it is.
Yeah. Yes.
So if two sides are equal, then
And then it says work out the bearing of C from A. So you have to work out the bearing from the north of A to the north of C.
to the line joining A and C. Basically, this is what you want. So to find this out, I'll have to find out the small angle here x inside the triangle, no? Unless I find that, I won't be able to get the bearing they are asking us. So you know that this side is equal to this side, no?
Yeah.
Okay, if these two sides are equal, the angle opposite to these two sides, they have to be equal. The angles opposite to these two sides, isn't it?
Yes.
So if I have marked this angle as x, which other angle is x?
The one labeled C.
Yeah, inside the triangle, right? That is also x. And now, do you know how to find out x?
Like we can do 180 minus 50.
Yes.
And then you divide by 2.
Exactly. Good. So basically, you are saying you write an equation first like this. Correct. You write this first. And then you calculate x, right?
Yeah.
So x is equal to how much are you getting?
Yeah, I'm getting 65 also.
Okay. So you found the angle x. Now can we work out the bearing? Now tell me the bearing. What is it? You want the red angle, right?
Yeah.
So, what is it?
Will it become 20 degrees?
20.
Yeah.
The red is the summation of x plus 70. isn't it?
180 minus 70.
Minus
So
7.
180 minus 70 is 110.
So you're saying the bearing is 110, is it?
Yeah,
But the bearing is only this much part, no?
yeah,
This angle which I have marked between the north line and the AC line, between these two lines is my bearing, right? And that bearing is made up of two angles, 70 degree and x degree, is it? What do you think?
yeah. But so like if both of them are 65, and if we have like the angle,
So when you're saying both of them
um,
65, you're saying that this is 65 and this is 65, is it?
yeah, but they should equal to 180.
Yeah. So what equals 180 degree? 180 is the angles of triangle ABC. Okay. That ends
Yeah,
there itself. The moment you find x, that logic ends there itself. You don't have to use it now. Now you are only concerned about the bearing of C from A, no? I don't need anything else.
yeah,
And that is given by the angle which I have marked here, red. The angle. Okay?
yeah.
So that red should be the total of what? It should be the total of
The red 180. The
180. Why is that? Why do I need 180? See, it is made up of only two angles, no? One is 70 degree and the other is 65. There's no 180 involved here. Why do I need that?
oh,
What do you think?
so yeah.
So tell me the answer.
70 plus 65 is 135.
Exactly. That's how we should answer. Okay?
Mm, yeah,
Any doubts here? Got it?
got it.
Good. So look at this diagram. Question number 3a. Can you clearly see the diagram?
Yes.
Okay. So you have to find out the bearing of B from C. Okay? That is the first. B from A first, sorry. First question is B from A. So what is your first answer?
So you have to calculate from the north of A to the north of B.
To the line joining A
So
and B. Okay.
yeah,
So
uh,
that would be this angle, no?
yeah.
That is already given to us. What is that?
So that's 41.
That's it. Okay? Simple. The initial questions are pretty simple. Can you tell me the second part also? C from B. How will I do that? From B.
So so you have to calculate the bearing from like the line from B to C.
B to C.
Yeah. So we know that B is 142.
Yeah.
C is 279.
So I don't need C, For this question, I only want C from B. Correct? Bearing of C from B. So that is only this much angle, no? The north of B is here, C is here, and this is the north. This is the angle you want, which, as you said, is 142. Just leave it there. Don't go to another point. Isn't it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, okay. So I'll move to the other questions of the exercise so that they are relatively easy to understand. Okay, like question number 4. What is this question number 4?
Question number 4 says, a bushwalker walks 14 kilometers east and then 90 kilometers south. Find the bearing of his finishing position from his starting point.
Yeah, only 9 kilometers
So
south.
we have, so then we have to draw the bearings.
So first, you have to locate the initial and the final point.
Yeah.
What are those?
So the initial point
A.
is 14 kilometers
Okay. Now you start walking from your
east.
initial point. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
saying this is where he's starting. A.
Mhm.
Now, is he going to the right or left? Where is he going?
Um,
East. Remember all the directions.
so yeah,
Where is east?
east is downwards of sorry, northeast. Yeah,
E-
uh, the second line.
second line.
Not a- Yeah, that's east. Like the one after north.
The right hand side.
Yes.
Which means he should start from walking to the right of A. Is it? That's what he should do.
Yeah.
And he'll walk for 14 kilometers. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. So, now what? Where is he going now?
Now he's going 9 kilometers south.
Hmm.
Um,
So,
so south is below north,
downward.
downwards.
And then,
And then we label that 9 kilometers.
good.
Um, and then we have to find the bearing,
Hmm.
like from his finishing point, of his finishing position from his starting point.
What is wrong? 1 second. Ritik, we have a class on weekday, right? Ritik? Yeah.
She called me up at 7 and said that you come quickly, take your vehicle, or else showroom is getting closed.
We have a class on.
Close the showroom and collected tomorrow, no problem. I took my parents' vehicle, and after we reached there,
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. I'll share my screen
sir.
again. Right. So this is your diagram. We have moved 9 kilometers downwards. Right.
Yeah.
Now I can complete my triangle. Let's complete the triangle. Is it? Would that be
Yeah.
okay?
Yes.
And now what do they want?
So they want for us to find the bearing. But like
From which
this
point?
is a right angle triangle.
Good.
So we can use Pythagoras.
Yes. Yes.
So for Pythagoras it's a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Correct. But for bearing, I need the angles, right?
Yeah.
To get the angle, why do I need the side? No,
No.
I don't need it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, from which one you want the bearing?
So we can.
You should clearly write what you are looking for, like bearing of dash from dash. You are supposed to write two vertices out of the three that you are looking at. You have to understand the question and write.
So can we do from like 9 kilometers south to 14 kilometers east?
14 kilometers east. No, this is already 14 kilometers east. You have, this is your initial point, also called as the starting point, right? Initial.
Yeah.
So you are looking at the bearing of what from what? That should be your question first, because they have not told you the points A, B and C. You need to figure out as per your diagram. Somebody else is going to mark P, Q and R. Accordingly, you are going to mark it,
Yeah.
Accordingly, you are going to mark it.
You can see from A.
Exactly. That's what you're looking for, because C is the final point. Final point, initial point. And how do I figure out this bearing now? What do I need to find out? Okay,
So I have to find the angles.
tell me which angle.
So like we know that both of them should add to 180.
Wait a second. First, you should mark the angle that you're looking for. Okay. Let's just mark the angle. Where is that?
The so to find the bearing, so you can mark it from the point of A and then go clockwise.
Like this, and I have to keep going until
the point of intersection.
with what line? Because there'll be two lines here, right?
Yeah.
After. Yeah, tell me.
So like the line from C to A.
Exactly, you have to go till here. Okay. And this entire angle, red one, is made up of two angles here, correct?
Yeah.
Do I know one of the two angles already? The value of one of the angles is already known. When I say two angles, I mean, what do I mean? I mean, this is one angle, correct?
Yeah.
This is another angle, okay?
Yeah.
So, out of these two, do we know one of them?
So we know that one of them is 90.
Yeah, so this one is 90. Okay?
Yeah.
So the only angle remaining is the green one. No? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I know the green one, like I know the two sides of the triangle here. With the two sides, I can easily find the green one. What should I use?
So we'll
What should I use? Trigonometry, right? Okay.
Okay.
So Sogatova, which trigonometry function should I use? Should I use sine? Should I use cos or tan? What do you think?
So it's okay if you can label for me.
Okay, tell me what you want me to label. Like sine theta, cos theta, that thing? Or something?
Like on the diagram.
On the diagram. You want me to label the sides or the angles? What do you want me to label?
Like whether it's adjacent,
Okay.
opposite.
Okay. So for angle A, obviously this is opposite. Can I say that?
Yeah.
BC is opposite, no? So which one is adjacent?
Adjacent will be the one with 14 kilometers.
So that is adjacent. Okay. So now, should I use?
Oh, so you can
This.
use tan theta.
So write that. Okay. You should write tan A is equal to opposite side, which is
9,
and adjacent side.
14.
And now I'll go to my calculator and do what? Tan inverse of.
Tan. Oh yeah, tan inverse. So
Yeah.
tan negative 1.
I just,
over 14.
if I put this in the calculator, I'm getting a value in degrees.
32.7.
Yeah. So we usually limit it to 3 significant figures. Okay. That was the question.
Yeah.
See if there's anything in the diagram or question you don't understand. If there is anything.
Understood.
Good. Should I go to the next one?
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll do number 6. Hiker.
Yeah.
So this is your question, number 6.
Okay. So is it fine if I draw the diagram also?
Yes.
Okay. So it says a hiker walks in the direction 153 degrees and stops when she is 20 kilometers south of her starting point. How far did she walk?
Right. Your starting point is A. You'll mark the north direction at A. Alright. Now in which direction you are supposed to go? Direction. So this is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. You understand this logic of quadrants?
Is it same as north, south, east, west?
Quadrant is only for the x and y axis. I have marked the entire plane in terms of quadrants. so that it becomes easier for you to tell me the answer. Like when I draw the angle 153, in which quadrant should I draw?
Should be
In the direction of
IV, like
yeah,
if you're
fourth.
going like
Correct. Okay, here.
that way, yes.
Okay. Now I know this entire angle 153,
Yeah.
right? But I don't know how much is this point AB, like length AB. I don't know what that is, right?
Yeah.
So they have given you this 20 kilometers thing, the information. So what is that 20 kilometers that they have given you?
So they're giving us the direction. So we
Yeah.
have to label that south, like 20 kilometers south.
So when you say 20 kilometers south, the first thing that you should draw is a horizontal
There's a
line.
compass.
Horizontal line, yeah, through A. That's what you should draw. Correct? And the distance of this point B from the horizontal line, that's what 20 kilometers is. What do you think? Is that correct? The distance of this point B from the horizontal line, that is 20 kilometers.
Yeah.
Okay? Right? So
Yeah.
join it like this. This is the distance. This is 20. Let's call it C. Now what are they asking you? You know?
Like they're asking to find how far did she walk.
Which means in
Like
terms
the
of the
distance.
yeah, what distance in the triangle?
Like 20 kilometers.
20 kilometers is this. They are asking you the length AB. Okay? Is that true?
Yep.
If you want AB, okay, I need at least one angle inside the triangle, isn't it? At least one angle I need. Okay?
Yeah.
So which one is possible to find out from the data given?
So we can like find the angle of B.
Angle B, you're saying it's possible to find out?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. So will that be 27
Which is
degrees?
correct. Which is correct. Good. Interior angles property, right?
Yeah.
So you mark this as 27. And the side that I'm looking for is AB. I know an angle and I know a side. Can I find the hypotenuse of this triangle? What do you think?
Yeah.
How to find the hypotenuse?
So do we have to use trigonometry again?
Of course, that's the only way. That's why this topic is always under the trigonometry part of the book. Because I have to use SOCA to almost every question. Right?
Yeah.
So I know the 27 degrees. How do I use this information?
So you can label like
Adjacent like that.
yeah.
Adjacent of
Then-
27. And opposite of 27, right?
Yeah.
Then what?
Then you have to find the equation, like whether sine cos or tan.
So how do I decide?
So opposite, adjacent. So you can use the tan ratio again.
But do I know the opposite side? What am I looking for exactly? I'm looking for
Opposite, right? Because
hypotenuse. How far did she walk? Okay. Is this the final position of the person? Do you agree?
yeah,
And this is the initial position. So how far exactly has to be AB only, no? There's no thing which means how far. What do you think? We are looking for?
we're looking for the hypotenuse.
Yeah. So what should we use?
Pythagoras.
Not required. Because in Pythagoras, I have to know two sides, no?
Yeah.
I have only one side. And I have one angle. So, what would be better? Tell me. What should be better here? SOHCAHTOA only. One of them has to be used. Decide which one is to be used. You know,
You can
adjust.
use the hypotenuse, right?
Yeah, and you know the adjacent side. So obviously,
So would it be cos?
exactly like that. Cos 27 is equal to 20 divided by what?
20 divided by the angle.
Not angle, side only you want. CAH mean the side. CAH.
AB.
Yeah. Now I just put in the calci and get the answer. No?
Yeah.
See what do you get?
It gives me 22.4.
Yeah. You can round it off to 22.5. Is it meters, kilometers, centimeters? What?
It's in kilometers.
Kilometers, exactly. So that's how you should do these kind of questions. Alright?
Yeah.
Can I continue the exercise?
Yes.
You're not feeling tired, right?
No.
Good. Do you like math?
Yeah.
Good. It is worth doing the subject. The more you do it, the more you understand, the more you like the subject. Okay. So ship sails now. A ship sails from some point A. Okay.
Yeah.
So how should you draw the diagram? This is your north, the saying. This is the north thing, right? And you have to go 40 degree, bearing of 40. So how will you go it? Like, should you go again in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant? Where should you go?
You can go for IV.
But is this how many degrees?
40.
So do you think when you measure 40 degree from the north direction, you'll go IV or you go somewhere else? Where will you go?
You can go somewhere else.
Hmm.
So if
Which?
it's not IV, then you can try I.
It will be I only, no? Because you measure
Yeah.
40, it's an acute angle. Okay, it's an acute angle, so it has to go like this. This is 40. Okay, let's say this is point B. How do I complete my triangle?
You can.
I want to make a triangle.
Or you can draw like a straight line, like from B to the.
Vertical line.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got this triangle ABC. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what is 40 degree here?
So we know
Yeah.
that 60 kilometers is there.
All
Like
right.
on the bearing of 40.
Yes.
So like would the one labeled north be 40?
What do you mean? Label north?
Like when you draw the angle, like from north to sea, would that be 40 degrees?
Not possible. The north that we saw, that was from A, because A is the starting point, no?
Yeah.
Okay. From A you are going to be diagonally 40 degree angle. Okay. So
Yeah.
you think this angle will be 40? You think?
Yeah.
Okay. And then AB. Do I know what AB is?
No.
The ship says, where is the ship going? Along which side of the triangle?
So it says 60 kilometers.
Which length?
Would it be
60 kilometers, but which side of the triangle?
from A to B?
Yes, that is 60. Okay. And you know what are they asking?
So it says how far east?
All right. How far is?
So east would be how do I describe? So like in a compass,
Okay.
east.
It's simple.
So
Like you have a triangle, no? They are asking you
yeah.
which side of the triangle are you looking for. Basically, that's what they're asking you. C, A, and you know what is the final position here? What is the final position of the ship?
So we don't know what C to B is.
So, is this what we're looking for? Is this exactly what we are looking for?
Yeah.
CB? Yes. That is a 2 find. That's what I'm looking for. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what should I use? Trigonometry?
Yes.
How?
So you can label the angle inside like 40 degrees.
Yes. Again, SOHCAHTOA, something has to be used.
Yeah.
So this is your adjacent
Just
side. This is your
opposite.
exactly. So
So we have the wait. Yeah, we have the adjacent and we have the hypotenuse.
are you sure you
We
know the
have
adjacent
divided.
side?
We know the inside angle, but we don't know like what
Correct.
adjacent
You know
is.
the inside angle. But I don't know, I don't want to know what the adjacent is. They have not asked me. Okay. If they have not asked you, then not to
So,
worry.
so like only the opposite you have to find.
Exactly. Only the opposite you have to find. How will you do it? Think.
So you can use sine.
Exactly. You write sine 40. What we'll write is, we'll write it as ratio of
Over 60.
ratio of BC upon 60, you know,
Yeah.
that's sine 40. And then I think you can easily find BC. What to do?
So to find BC, can you do sine 40 times 60?
Exactly. It is that. You'll calculate sine 40 in the calculator, multiply by 60, 38 point.
Yeah, 38.5.
You can round it off to 38.6, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, this is what bearings are. All of this. So you have done a lot for today, okay? Just
Yes.
go through the notes, go through the questions. Tell me next time
Okay,
what
sir.
doubts you have. Okay, you can WhatsApp me also. Your dad has my WhatsApp number, so whatever doubts you have, you WhatsApp me, and by the end of the day, I'll reply with the solutions.
Okay.
All right?
Is there any homework?
Yeah, I'll WhatsApp the homework. All right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you in the next class. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Bye, sir.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Welcome, sir. Bye.
Bye.